Hey, Tress, it's Kenny. How's it going?
Hey, what's up? I'm doing good. How you?
Good, man. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight. Good to have you back on.
Oh, for sure. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I am touring with hip hop artist by the name of Tress Aurland. He's got a dope song out. It's called God Mode, and it features C.
Yes, sir.
Ray and Grammy Award nominated hip hop artist Royce the 5'9" is also on
Yes,
the
sir.
track. And Trez also has a mixtape out called Gas Leak that is available on datpiff.com. That's DATPIFF.com. So go there. You can stream it. You can download it for free. Like, subscribe, and spread the word about it. It's a dope mixtape. So, and we're gonna talk all things Trez here, and we'll get to the Gas Leak mixtape in just a bit. But first, man, we gotta talk about this God Mode track with yourself,
Yeah.
C Ray, and Royce the 5'9". Um,
Yeah.
it, talk about how did that song came together and how you was able to get Royce on this track. How did that
Um.
came to be?
So I got that beat in like summer 2019 from C Ray. He produced it, and he obviously does the hook as well, and he's the second verse. He gave me that beat, and I immediately wrote my verse to it, and that was also around the time that I met my good friend Melanie Rutherford. Anybody who's deep into hip hop knows who she is. She's been on classic songs from Redman to Method Man, whoever you can think of, even back when Proof was still alive, R.I.P. And she was the one that got me the connect with Royce. But I actually, when I first got the idea to get him on it, I thought that it was pretty far fetched. And I told Sierra, I was like, man, I'm gonna try to shoot for this, but I don't think it'll happen. And I talked to Melanie. We got to become close friends, and she definitely helped me out a lot with that. And I have her to thank for that. But yeah, it was more than a dream come true to get him on a song. So that's super cool.
Yeah, man, super cool. Anytime you can get a high profile artist like that on a song that says something, and it also says something. Um, you got someone that's invested in your work that believes in you in order to pull this off.
Yes,
So
yes, absolutely.
you got a lyric video out for God Mode. I think it's on YouTube. So
Yeah,
go check that out. And that song is actually available on all digital music platforms. It's called God Mode. It's got Trez
yeah,
Aurland. It's got C Ray, who's not only on the track, but he did the beat. And you got Royce the 5'9". I mean,
yes, yes.
he,
That song is actually from uh me and C Ray are doing a collab EP together called Better Than Best. And that song is from that EP. That EP is coming out after my album, and it also has features from King Gordy, Ritz, Dizzy Wright, and some other people.
Awesome. So, talk about a single to start off the preparation for this EP that you and Seaway got going. So,
Yes,
so shout out to Royce. Shout out to everybody that reps for the culture, obviously. Um,
yeah.
so
Major shout out to Royce because I know that Royce doesn't work with just anybody. So
yeah,
that was the major part that I was very humbled and thankful for. Is I know he won't just hop on anybody's song.
yeah. With these artists, asking price is high, and it takes a lot of hurdles to get a high profile collaboration like that. So the fact that you was able to get a verse from him and just put it out there, and the turnout of that track. And oh my God, Trez, C Ray Wars, this song is fire. Like, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a dope track. So God Mode is the name of the joint. Go check it out on the platforms. It's and the new EP from Trez and C Ray is coming soon. And
Yes, sir.
for what I've seen, man, you definitely are a busy cat, man, with a lot of music on the way. I want to talk about this gas leak mixtape he put out back in March.
Yeah.
It's got the Panda joint with the
Yeah.
homie Contact, who he was one of the first people I interviewed in 2021, and he brought that song to my attention, and I played it on the show back in January. So
Oh shit. Okay.
so shout out to Contact. You also got C
Yes,
Ray
sir.
on there. You got Don Tolliver. You got Crank Lucas. Shout out to Crank Lucas. He's a well known artist with the beats and everything. And of course, you
Yes,
got
sir.
Bizarre from D12. He's on there as well. Obviously, with so much music, like how does the process go with you as far as trying to decide whether to put out a mixtape first or an EP or maybe an album? Like, what's your process like as far as trying to figure out, the timing or put out music the way that you do?
Well, I actually just I release it as it comes to me. I try to not rush my projects because I know that when you start rushing and stuff, it can people can tell in the quality. It'll sound rushed. So I like to just make sure that the music's there first before anything, and then I gather the artwork and all that other stuff, and then promote it. But um, I I I write and record so much that that's why I do these mixtapes because I couldn't afford first of all to be buying beats every time I decided to write because I write like literally every single day. I don't let a day go by with at least writing a few lines down or something. So I like to do these mixtapes and build up the buzz first, and then when the time that this album finally comes, I'll have a lot of people that will be tuned in and ready for it. Because I feel like when you just drop your first project as an album with no prior material before, it's kind of harder because not really anybody knows you. But when you leak these singles and do little like contest videos on Instagram, drop mixtape EPs, all that stuff, it helps build the buzz and the attention and stuff for when the actual album comes.
Yeah, so with mixtapes, that was something that was big back in the 90s with the DJ mixtapes. And then when we got into the 2000s and 2010s, that's a launching pad for a lot of artists.
Absolutely.
Before they, got that major deal and their career took off, literally. How do you feel about the state of mixtapes? You still think that could be a launching pad for artists? Or do you think people need to go a different path? Like, how do you feel about mixtapes as it is right now?
I don't feel like as many people do them anymore because they call them mixtapes, but they put them on streaming services and they put them up for sale and stuff. But I think the real authentic version of mixtapes where you have DJs hosting it, mixing the songs in together, releasing it for free, stuff like that. Um, I think it's kind of like a dying art in a way because I don't see it as much as, like you said, like in the 2000s, you would see it more, and in the 90s. But um, there's still people doing it. I know Wiz Khalifa and Lil Wayne and stuff like that. They still drop a lot of mixtapes for people, like the Dedication series and No Ceiling series, and all the Cabin Fever stuff like that. And that's I'm a big fan of a lot of mixtapes, especially the G Unit Radio mixtapes that used to be out back in the day. And so I like to follow that because that's what I came up on, and I think that that's hip hop needs that because not everybody wants to just hear the radio singles and the album material. They just want to hear somebody sometimes just get straight bars.
Yeah, mixtapes definitely are something that, you know, you ain't gotta worry about the expectations of an album. It's like you could just have fun and just
Yeah,
do what you want to do. And the record labels for the most part don't have much of a say because it's not like it wasn't these mixtapes was not available on platforms back then. It was just out there in stores, and you had to purchase it online. And I
yeah,
like mixtapes. I like when artists can just put aside the mainstream side of things and show a little bit more of authenticity to themselves. And I like listening to the DJ K Slays and the Who Kids
yes,
and the
yes.
Envies and Clues and um
The
yeah,
DJ Green Lantern Invasion series.
yes, Green Lantern. Dude was just with the beats, and that was a launching pad for DJs as well. Just and they do whatever it took to get the hottest songs, whether it's radio friendly songs, whether it's just them big collaborations. It was quite a battle with the DJs back then, trying to get
Yeah.
that song and just brag about, oh, I got it first. And can't forget DJ Big Mike as well. Like I listened to the
Oh, of
Locks,
course, of course.
D Block,
Yeah,
and I kind of grew up with the New York hip hop, and then I eventually started listening to all sides, East Coast, West Coast, Dirty South. So you got God
yeah.
Mode.
Let me
Yeah,
not forget. Big Mike actually did Wiz's very first one, Prince of the City, before he even had an album out.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I'm actually gonna get to see Wiz Khalifa. He's coming here to Kentucky. Actually, he's gonna be
yeah,
at Lexington July the 8th with Bone Thugs and Harmony. I've seen Bone Thugs 3 times already. This is my first time seeing Wiz. So I'm gonna be heavy listening to the early mixtapes and stuff in the weeks leading up to July the 8th. So I'm very, very hyped for that. So you got God Mode, you got the Gas League mixtape, you got the collaboration EP with C Ray. Um,
yeah.
what else is on the horizon for Trez as we approach the summer months and all? Do you also have like concert shows that are things starting to open back up in your area?
Um, I think people are doing shows, but I'm waiting to handle some stuff first before I get to doing shows again. I'm going through a bit of a just some personal legal stuff. But the next thing that I have coming is the actual album finally. And speaking of Bone Thugs, I haven't told many people this, but I'll tell you first. I
Mm-hmm.
got Crazy Bone on my album, so I'm waiting on him, and I'm waiting on a few other people, and the album will finally be out. I've been working on it since like spring of 2018.
Mm. Okay, I like the scoop. I like the scoop. I like, Crazy Bone gonna be on Trez album. So that's gonna be great, man. Crazy
Yeah,
and Bone Thugs, like they are legendary, man. Just profound
legend. Yep.
legendary. So that's gonna be dope. So you can check out all the Trez Aurland. You got the social media. You got Dat Piff. You got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, and YouTube. You even got a TikTok as well. So good
A
TikTok.
what? Oh, a TikTok? Yeah. I don't ever get on there, but yeah.
Yeah. So but at least you got some platforms here and there. So go check them all out. He's got the link tree page as well.
Yeah.
All the social media links is on there. How crazy would it be, man, if you just scroll through TikTok and you see um you somebody playing your song in the background. Like that's
Man, it is crazy because I've actually seen that you can search on TikTok. You can look up a song, and if anybody's used it in the video, it'll pop up. And I saw that like two different people already have used God mode, and I think I don't even have any followers on TikTok. I think I got like 7 people. So
hmm.
it was cool as hell to see that. Yeah, so I was like, okay, they listening.
So that's awesome. Well, Trez, man, great having you back on the show. Want to thank you
Yes,
so
thank
much
you.
for being on. Make sure everybody go check out the God Mode joint. Trez C Ray was the 5'9". Check out Gas Leak mixtape on Dat Piff. Collaboration with EP is on the way. New album from Trez is on the way as well. So stay tuned for all of that, man. Great having you back on. Continue to keep doing your thing. More importantly, be safe. And we'll talk again soon.